It's Monday, December 12th, and this is Drive Check, a Card Fight Vanguard podcast.
Okay, I'll be good, I promise.
What does good mean?
I won't cause too many problems.
What you already have caused too many problems. So
I know.
What does good mean?
I guess nothing at this point.
Yep, pretty much. You don't know anything about card games, do you? Did you ever play a card game in your life?
I used to be really good at poker.
Okay, that's not the kind of card games that we're talking about. We're talking about trading card games.
No, I've always wanted to learn though. So if you ever wanted to have this y'all need to do an episode on ISE about how to play the TCG.
I don't know what ISE is. This is the Drive Check podcast.
But if Drive Check ever wanted to do an episode on how to play, I would be the perfect guest.
Because you want to learn?
Sure, I want to learn. I'll learn. I'm not saying I don't have money to play.
When I come visit, I will bring cards and teach you how to play.
Okay.
So, who are you?
Who am I?
Who are you?
Are you
always?
Is this like I can't tell if you're
been recording for 10 minutes now.
You've been recording for 10 minutes now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You better introduce yourself.
Okay. My name's Zach. I don't know. Should I have like a stage name or something?
No.
Should I have like a?
We use real names here.
Okay. All right. My name's Zach.
Do you give your last
Texas. Name? Zach Boytos. It's an odd last name.
I like that last name. Although I think I've heard other people pronounce it Boytus.
Well, that's how it's like technically pronounced. But when I was a kid, everyone would always either call me Boytos or Boytoast.
Boytoast. I like that. Yeah. I'm going to keep that one.
And my good friend Ryan, his last name is Regals. Everyone would call us Boytoast and Bagels because we'd always hang out.
And you still do.
We do. So I guess we're still toast and bagels.
But you you don't know anything about card games, so why are you here?
I'm just that awesome of a guy, you know, that I'm pretty sure that's why.
Do you want me to tell you the reason why you're here?
Go ahead, tell me.
Which you've already caused trouble and failed me, so
I'm sorry.
Because Jack and Cole are the usual folks who are on here.
Yes.
Right? And they're huge fans of 21 Pilots. Yeah,
because they're awesome.
As you are.
I don't know if I would say huge.
Have you gone to see them in concert?
That's an unfair question.
Did you drive over an hour to go and see them in concert?
That is also an unfair.
You are a huge fan of 21 Pilots.
My best friend is a huge fan. I happen to enjoy their music, but I am a friend before a fan of 21 Pilots.
Well, the real reason. Let's get down to brass tacks. Jack and Cole are going through all kinds of drama. They have their final exams for the semester. They don't have time to sit with old Will and record podcasts about card games and this, that, and the other. But you had two things I knew I could rely on. Number one, you were supposed to have a really good mic.
I promise my mic is way better than yours.
Okay. Yeah, it's not coming across that way because you can't get it to work, number one.
Listen.
Number two, I know you don't care about your finals. You study about 5 minutes before the exam happens, and that's pretty much as much effort as you're about to give into it.
You know, I have to say, if you have been recording for like 10 minutes now, that's probably the most real thing that you've said in the last 10 minutes.
Wow.
So, yeah. I mean, that's pretty dead on.
So, since you're not a card fighter, you're a musician?
Yes, I am a musician.
Are you still in a band?
Yes, I am. Well, I'm in a band currently, and then I'm also working on a new project.
I know, you told me you were all excited about it.
Yes, I'm very excited. I'll probably send you some stuff because you and I are that close.
Well,
I'll
it depends. Does it sound like John Bellion?
I mean, he's a big influence on my writing for sure.
I really like John Bellion lately.
He's so good. He's so good. There's nothing wrong with enjoying his music, William.
I have a hard time.
The way the songs flow, like his writing process is just insane. But the way the songs like just flow together, it's really good. Like not a lot of people can pull off the stuff that he does.
Well, I mean, sure they can. It's all processed in a computer. It's not like he's actually playing any real instruments. But
someone has to put those notes there. The computer doesn't make those notes for him.
Yeah, there's a difference, though. I mean, I have seen you and Ryan play, and you play with your hands, and that takes skill. I could sit at a computer and put notes into a computer and have them come out, and ta-da. Anyways.
Well, I will pay to hear that song, Will. I would pay to hear that song.
Someday you will.
Okay.
But let's get down to what we're really here for.
The nitty-gritty.
We have to talk about card games. We have to talk about Card Fight Vanguard.
Well, I'm actually a secret expert at Vanguard, so...
Well, we're not going to talk about expertise or anything that requires That's some other podcast. We're the we're the really bad card fight players podcast. So we didn't have an episode last week. I don't know if you noticed because you're always really late on listening to podcasts because you're always out creating
40
music.
episodes behind. Yeah.
But we didn't record last week because once again Jack and Cole were working on their finals, and I was on that secret trip that I couldn't let you know where I was or what I was.
Yeah, doing. You literally went off grid, and then you were like, "Can you see where I am?" And I was
because
like,
I know you would look.
No, oh my gosh! Did you really? You went off grid because of me?
No. No, because I knew, like, if I had asked any other person, well, first off, the only other people who would know my location, I was with. So they knew my location. I think you're pretty much the only other person who I share my location with.
So you went off grid for me, William.
Well,
I wasn't going to be creeping on you. What you think that I didn't even know where you were. It's not like it would do me any good to know where you went.
And you still don't know where I went.
I still have no idea. I've seen pictures, though, and it looks like you had a great time, and I hope you did.
I brought Vanguard cards with me.
Well, so you probably did have a good time.
But I didn't play any Vanguard.
Did you listen to John Bellion?
I did listen to John Bellion.
Okay. See? Then you probably had a good trip.
Well, we'll see how that pans out over time. I was expecting to do some stuff that I didn't get to do, so...
How is that inappropriate talk for this show, William?
What?
What you were expecting to do?
Yes, that's still a secret project. Can't be revealed. Sorry.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
But I don't know. Like I think the last couple of times I recorded, I was talking about my freeze rays. I bought a Blaster Dark Spirit at the shop for my Shadow Paladins, so that's coming together. But I'm thinking of changing up my build on my Link Jokers. Do you remember what my Link Jokers do?
I mean, they go along with your Shadow Blasters, right?
No. Shadow Blasters.
Yeah.
Oh boy. No, the Link Jokers and the Shadow Paladins are completely separate clans.
I don't know how you're playing Vanguard, but that's how I play it, man.
All right.
So you probably need to figure it out.
There is no Shadow Blaster, but there is Blaster Dark, is what you're thinking of.
Oh, my bad. They're pretty similar, though. Right?
Well, it's basically two words that could possibly go together that you just put together, and there you go.
I'm sorry.
So I had to get Zach in because I wanted to record an episode, and I can't talk to myself. I tried. I tried earlier this week to talk to myself, and I just couldn't do it. So figured I would bring on this hateful, ignorant boob to talk to.
You really think that about me, William? Sometimes, no. I swear.
You are so mean to me, Zach. You're so mean to me.
You deserve it. And when we talk on the phone, we talk like 3 minutes, and you're like, okay, bye. And I'm like in the middle of a sentence, and then you're like, okay, cool, I'll talk to you later.
I hate talking on the phone, dude.
Well,
there you go.
All
right.
You don't see me anymore.
I've never seen you. Anyways, Not until the next time I go to Texas, which is hilarious because I've gone to Texas 5,000 times and never saw you. And now that I have a reason to go to Texas, I never will go there ever again.
That's how it works.
But you live in that lovely town that's between San Antonio and the other one. Austin.
Yeah.
Austin.
San Marcos is before Austin, but yeah, I'm before San Marcos.
Yes. So it's just like the perfect place to go to both locations.
It really is.
There will be no Vanguard in either Austin or San Marcos or San Antonio.
They probably won't have it in San Marcos either. So
no, they won't. They usually only have Vanguard competitions in Houston. So how long is it going to take me to drive to Houston when I'm living down by you?
About 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it depends on traffic. Sometimes like around 3, but not too bad.
Yeah, that's closer than the regionals because I have it'd be 4 hours for me to drive to the White Plains regional, and it's probably like 7 or 8 hours for me to drive to the Atlanta regional. But
why haven't you moved here?
Well, because I don't have a job yet. So, folks in Texas, if you're giving out jobs, give me one job, please. I'm not asking for too much. I'm not asking for 2 jobs. I'm asking for 1 job. All right. So let's talk about some Vanguard news. I don't have any mistakes. I don't think we've made any mistakes in previous recordings, and you wouldn't have been able to tell anyways because you really don't know anything about Vanguard at all. But number 1, there's been the announcement. This is really exciting with Zach. So just, buckle up your pants because I don't want you to fly out of them from excitement. But they have announced that there will be they're calling it a Vanguard and Buddyfight Grand Festival. And it's going to be held July 1st and 2nd in Long Beach, California. Now, wow. I don't know if you know this, but Jack is from California. Did you know that? So are you
saying you're going to go visit Jack before you visit me?
No, not at all. I could not afford a plane ticket to California. Don't be ridiculous. But I believe Jack will have no excuse except to attend the Card Fight Grand Festival. What this is, are you ready to find out what this is? Can I tell you what this is?
I'm actually ready. I heard the word buddy, and I understood that word, so I'm pretty...
well, Buddyfight is a different card game that we don't talk about here.
Oh, okay.
But Bushiroad, which is the company that makes Vanguard, has usually had in Grand Festival... which they actually called the Ultra Big Card Fest in Japan every year. And now they're bringing it to the United States. And it's just a crazy couple of days of competitions and music and food and fun and friends and all the good things
that awesome.
We look for. As long as you can get to Long Beach on 4th of July weekend.
Ooh.
So... I mean,
that's going to be hectic.
It's December right now, so just start saving your money, putting a little money aside, and, by June, when it's time to buy a plane ticket, you should have enough to go to Long Beach. I will not.
I feel like that's good advice, William. I mean, you probably would have a good excuse to go to California. I mean, you do a Vanguard podcast, so
well,
I feel like
anybody who
it's only appropriate.
Has a job in Long Beach, California, I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking for one job.
I thought you were moving to Texas, William. You can't be hop around.
I'll move anywhere that they give me a job, so get on it. So we missed something. I missed something. You didn't miss anything. Although you need to start researching some card shops in Texas where I can go play some Vanguard because that's going to become important. They came out with a trial deck for the Drag Wizard Luard, and that came out on this past Friday, December 9th. And there was all kinds of festivals at the card shop that I usually go to, and guess what happened?
What?
You don't remember what happened to me on Saturday? Because you don't care.
Oh, you got sick.
I got wicked sick. Yup. I got, from whatever being on the airplanes from that mysterious place that I traveled to and from, I got a fever, and boy, they were giving out a completely made Abyss Shadow Paladins deck, and I certainly would have enjoyed having one of those, but nope, didn't get to go. And then Sunday night was the pre-release for Divine Dragon Caper, which is the next set that's coming out. And I didn't get to go to that either. But I'm all recovered now because I wouldn't be here talking to you and recording if I wasn't recovered from that.
Good,
illness.
yeah. That's more, your health and well-being is more important.
More important than Vanguard?
I wouldn't go that far. But I never mind. I had false logic. I'm sorry.
Oh, Luck and Logic? That's a different card game that we're not talking about here.
I'm just the worst co-host or guest.
That's what we brought you here for. And then, so the Divine Dragon Caper, that set is coming out on December 16th. So at least I'm announcing that before it happens because we will have this podcast available for folks before that. And just to remind people what is in that set, I'm going to have to look it up. So I'm going to have to edit this part out.
I totally forgot. So you'll have to remind me.
You couldn't have forgotten because you never knew in the first place. Oh.
That's what you assume. Okay.
Are you and Ryan Bagels playing lots of Vanguard behind my back?
Secretly, yes. And I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to upset you.
Well, you wouldn't upset me. That would give me more motivation to move to Texas.
For Vanguard?
So I could play Vanguard with my two buddies, Ryan and Zach?
You need to meet Ryan. Ryan wants to play Vanguard with you.
He's given me the middle finger over Snapchat before. I think we're pretty close. All right, so Divine Dragon Caper contains support for Angel Feather, Shadow Paladin, which is what we really care about, Narukami, Spike Brothers, Gear Chronicle, Aqua Force, and also includes some Cray Elementals. So, do you know what the Spike Brothers are, Zach?
Are they brothers with spikes?
No.
No? Okay. Then I would be wrong. No,
If
I
I
don't.
said Eagles and Cowboys, what would you think?
I would think of Texas.
Well, what if I said Seahawks, Eagles, and Cowboys? What if I said 49ers, Cowboys, Rams? See, we're stretching my knowledge here.
See, I don't know any of that stuff either. I just know music. I know.
You don't know football teams?
I live in Texas and I should. I'm very much aware of this.
Especially since I said Cowboys.
Is it something with the Dark Zone? Or
they're football players, dude.
Yeah, but okay. They're football players. Oh, okay.
That's all I was asking.
I thought this was a Vanguard podcast. I'm sorry.
Well, the Spike Brothers are cards with football players on them. And cheerleaders, too. And coaches.
I Googled it. It's something with the Gallo ball.
I don't know what that is, but... Anyways... If you play Angel Feather, Shadow Paladin, Narukami, Spike Brothers, Gear Chronicle, Aqua Force, or if you need some of the Cray Elemental cards, then go ahead and get yourself a box of Divine Dragon Caper. Maybe you can get one for Christmas. That would make an excellent Christmas present for anybody who's enjoyed playing the Shadow Paladin clan. Although, you know what would be even better?
If you bought me that for Christmas?
No.
So I could play Vanguard?
A booster box is not going to get you into Vanguard, buddy. But even better in January 6th. The answer when I say, do you know what's even better, Zach? For you, the answer is no, because you don't know. And I'm here to tell you.
Is that pretty much always the answer is no?
No, because there's a lot of things that you do know that I then ask you questions and then you give me the answers, but that's mostly about music and bands and things like that and recording.
But that answer was literally just no. You're getting me all confused, William.
This answer is no. You don't know. You don't know. And what you don't know is that on January 6th, the Revival Collection is coming out. And this is just a reminder because we've talked about it extensively on this podcast.
That's right.
But it's a bunch of cards. There's new cards and reissued cards. And it's a lot of stuff that's come out in Japan and wasn't out in the States. And they're finally making it, or I say the States, but it's English, the English version of the game. They're finally making them available. And the exciting thing for the Shadow Paladin players is that Aura Geyser is getting reprinted.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Do you know what Aura Geyser does?
No, but it sounds really cool.
Well, the name is always kind of weird to me because I don't know if what those words mean. You live in a very German sounding place, so you'd think that something like Aura Geyser, which sounds kind of like a German word, you'd know what that. Do you speak German?
I took 3 years of it in high school and then like 2 semesters of it in college. But
wow, that's a lot of German.
It is, but I really don't know much, unfortunately. I should know more. You probably know more German than I do.
I don't know any German at all. I only studied Romance languages. So they are reprinting Supremacy Black Dragon Aura Geyser Dragon, which is the one that you need 3 of, and you only need 1 Supremacy Black Dragon Aura Geyser Doomed. But typically, getting all 4 of those cards would cost you about $100 right now. So we're hoping that with this reprint, that price is going to come tumbling down, and everybody's going to get their hands on an Aura Geyser. You just, if you play Shadow Paladins of any flavor, you need Aura Geysers. As just a quick first stride, they kind of crush your opponent's field and give you advantage right away. I know these are things that are really important to you, but
Supremacy Black Dragon is Aura Geyser Dragon is actually my favorite Vanguard card of all.
Is that now?
Yeah, it looks awesome. I mean, it's like this. It's like the black and purple knight guy on a horse, but it's like a metal horse, right? Am I looking at the right thing?
Do you see a horse in that picture?
Is that not a horse? It looks like a horse to me, man.
I guess, yeah.
It's like a dog, maybe, like a huge dog.
No,
is he the horse thing?
No, it's just I have a hard time seeing the picture. But yeah, he's got like a lance. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he will mess you up.
In a lot of these cultures, in the clans of Vanguard, people eventually turn into dragons. So it's hard to tell sometimes if somebody's a dragon or if they're a person riding a horse.
I could see how you might get that confused. Because actually, just last week, I got my neighbor confused. I thought he was actually a dragon, but he was really just a guy on a horse. So,
nobody rides horses in your neighborhood. I've seen.
I live in Texas.
I've seen pictures. Everyone rides there horses. Are no corrals.
Everyone rides a horse in Texas. How do you think we get around, man? What do y'all do?
Drive cars. Do you know what's happening in February? This is real exciting.
Is it another buddy get together?
No. Yeah, it's a buddy get together because I'm coming to visit you.
You're coming to visit me?
Yeah, I'm coming to visit for your birthday. Aren't you going to be surprised?
That's like this weekend.
It's Saturday, dude.
Yeah, are you coming to see me?
No.
You got me excited.
Well, that's what I do, is I get people excited and then I crush their hopes and dreams. But in February, now this is real exciting. Have you ever played a game on the internet called Touken Ranbu?
I played Cookie Clicker like last week.
Cookie Clicker is so out of date, dude. You got to play Trimps.
That's what I've been told, but Cookie Clicker like really took me back to like high school. So it was like a nostalgia factor. And then I ended up just cheating and like made a bunch of cookies appear in the game. And then I got bored of it. But maybe I should start playing Trimps.
Yeah, you can get into the console and kind of generate cookies that way. Touken Ranbu is an anime and a video game, but they also make Touken Ranbu Vanguard cards.
Really?
Yeah, and those are coming out awesome. In February.
So, okay, now forgive me if this is a bad question to ask. Is it like a crossover? Like, are they two different? Are they two different things, or is it like are they two different fandoms?
Yes, and it is a crossover because the Touken Ranbu really aren't from the same planet that all the other clans of Cray are. Like, the clans of Cray are from Cray, and Touken Ranbu is from a video game, but you just play them, you just pretend like they're all in the same place. But Touken Ranbu is just pretty sword boys. They're just all these like good-looking guys who are sword fighters.
Are they riding horses?
No horses. They just kind of stand there with their swords, and they have golden flower backgrounds and such.
What? So do they fight the dragons or what?
They'll fight anybody you put in front of them. Giant robots, doesn't matter. They'll fight anything.
Okay.
But
They must
February
be really
3rd,
good with that sword.
yeah, February 3rd is when that's coming out. There's going to be a trial deck and a booster set as well. And it's called Touken Ranbu Online, which you don't want to forget the online. I just think that's weird, but whatever. I don't come up with these names. So in the booster set, and the booster set has a different name than the usual. It's called a title booster. So typically when you have the main booster boxes, those are just called booster sets. And now they're also coming out with some sets that are reflective of characters from the Vanguard cartoon, and those are called character boosters. And then this set is going to be called a title booster. And I guess they're all Touken Ranbu cards. You get 7 cards per pack, and 2 of the cards will have some level of rarity to them. So rare, double rare, triple rare, SP, blah, blah, all that usual stuff. And we'll probably talk more about those as we get closer to February, because I know everybody's going to get excited for Touken Ranbu and buy a bunch of the cards and then be disappointed when the cards aren't that much fun to play, as happens with Vanguard. And
I wouldn't know.
March 3rd. You know what's special about March 3rd?
So February doesn't have the Buddy get together.
No, that's in July. We've already covered the Card Fight Vanguard Buddyfight Grand Festival. So
okay,
we're just talking about releases now. So March 3rd.
I would like to give a good guess, but I don't think I could do so.
We've finally gotten you to the point where you admit that you don't know when my birthday is. Because March 3rd is the day after my birthday, and I knew exactly when your birthday was. I know your birthday is on Saturday because I'm getting my hair cut.
Have you been trapping me to get me to this point?
You've uncovered my trap card.
I'm so sorry, William. I have so much going on with finals. You know I like to study, and
I know you don't like to study.
I'm sorry. It's March 2nd. Your birthday's March 2nd.
Well, I would imagine that you've pieced that together at this point in time. Do you know how old I'm going to be?
I'm pretty sure you're only going to be like 27.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you got that right. Mm-hmm.
Do you want like a legitimate guess?
Yes, what would your guess be?
Okay, 29. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. 45.
That's too many, but we can move on from there.
It's the beard, William. It's the beard. I'm looking at your Skype picture with this crazy beard.
Well, I don't have that beard anymore, so you don't have to worry about it.
I'm just jealous that I can't grow a beard like that, honestly.
March 3rd, the character booster for Try 3 is going to be released. Now, whether that's in English or Japanese, I don't know. But I just saw March 3rd. I got excited because it's by my birthday. And there you go. Doesn't take much to get me excited.
Well, I know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
Some Vanguard cards?
A haircut. Or some Vanguard cards.
I'm getting a haircut on your birthday. Oh, I feel so bad about it too, because when I scheduled it, I was like, I was going to fly to Texas, but boy, I really got to get my haircut.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be flying to Texas with a bad haircut, because everyone else here has a bad haircut.
I've seen yours. Woof.
I know, it's pretty bad. Really, I need one.
Again?
You should cut my hair. You should cut my hair, Will. Whenever you come visit, you can cut my hair. I'm just kidding.
The only haircut I could give is to shave your head with some clippers.
I wouldn't trust you with scissors near me.
No, I wouldn't use scissors. I'd use wall clippers. Just shave it right down. So
just give me like a little, just one streak through the middle and just leave the rest. It'd be real good.
Well, that's all the news that I have. So I want to look up and see if we have some listener mail so that Zach can answer listener mail.
Okay. If they want me to answer listener mail, but I guess you wouldn't know that until...
I'm going to force you to.
I'll try. See what I can do here.
All right. Are you ready for some listener mail, Zach?
Absolutely.
We have a listener mail from Julian. Last name I'm not going to give. And let me read this to you. It says,
Okay.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say thanks for putting this podcast together. I just started playing about a few months ago and roll with Granblue. Being a new player, you three have helped keep my interest and give me my Vanguard fix when I don't have time to play. I have 2 questions for you guys. Favorite clan and why? And what was the first clan deck you played that got you hooked? I also wanted to put my name in for the holiday tournament, and I'm always up for a Skype battle whenever times line up. I am in Central. If you guys want to play, you can message me on blank. Well, that's all I got. Keep up the good work and happy card fighting. P.S. You guys should make a Slack chat or something along that nature for your listeners for Skype battles, trades, and general discussions. Just a thought. Interesting. Well, let's take this point by point, sir. What's your favorite clan and why, Zach?
Well, you see, I really couldn't answer that question because it's unfair. I love all the clans equally.
You've got to have a favorite.
There's like 10 of them, right?
Just say
10
Gear
clans?
Chronicle.
Which one is that? Okay, because I'm looking at the symbols right now. And there's one with like a sword and like a pistol that cross.
Just say Gear Chronicle. There's none with a sword and pistol that cross.
What? I'm looking at the wrong thing then. Well, Gear Chronicle is probably my favorite.
Oh, trash. Of course. Because you're trash. And that's
You
why.
keep trapping me, William.
You've uncovered my trap card. What was the first clan and deck that you played that got you hooked? Well, you don't have an answer for that. So my answer is Oracle Think Tank, which I think I've covered here before, and it's just because I wanted to play the pink deck, and I did, and I just loved all the mechanics of Vanguard. And well, now we all know that I'm indebted to the Link Joker, and I'm an invader from another planet, but I've integrated with the planet Krei and resurrected as the glorious Messiah. But I'm retooling my deck to insert some new shenanigans, so we'll see. Holiday tournament, we're still figuring out what we're going to do. Had some more discussions with Jack and Cole about that, and they kind of don't want to do Skype because not everybody has access to Skype. So we're thinking of possibly hosting it through Card Fight Area or Card Fight Online, one of those. So we'll see how we're going to do that. That should make it a little easier for folks to be able to, who don't have webcams and stuff like that, to be able to do stuff. So more details on that to come, hopefully before the Christmas break, so that we can have some of that get started over the Christmas break. Definitely going to be organizing the rounds and everything through challonge.com. So that's CHALLONGE.com. If you don't have an account there now, go ahead and get one set up, because that will kind of expedite getting your entry into the competition. Also, Slack chat. Well, that's funny because we actually started the podcast out of a Slack chat, but that was for It's Super Effective, the Pokemon podcast. So we'll see. We'll see as we get more episodes in the box and further down the line. It's hard to stay in a lot of Slack chats all the time, and I am kind of indebted to Pokemon podcasts. So, but I don't know. I think if we do have an audience that is specifically looking to talk about Vanguard and have that kind of a conversation, there might be some value in it. So that's definitely a good thought, and I will think about that, Julian. So thank you for that thought. Do you have any other commentary on that?
I was just thinking that you're in It's Super Effective Slack, and so am I, but you don't ever talk to me. So
yeah, because you're never in there, dude.
Well, you don't even text me, okay? I'm insecure.
I text you all the time.
Oh, please.
And
you don't read my text. You think just because you don't show that you opened it, and that I know that you didn't already read it? You think you're so sly.
On the large screen,
yeah,
and I don't go into
You think you're so sly. Like, I don't know that you read it yesterday.
I'm always texting you and like, Zach, are you looking cute today? Because you're always looking cute. And then you're like, oh, I'm so sick of hearing that from you. And then I go on Facebook and I Facebook message you and I'm like, Zach, you're looking cute. Oh, man. What a waste of my time. Do you know what else we do on this podcast that we haven't done yet? Let's see how closely you've been listening to past episodes, Zachary.
I'm sorry. I got I made it to like episode 11 or 12. And I remember it was during finals last semester.
Wow.
When that happened. And I haven't caught up since. I haven't had much time for podcasts.
Well, we do a term of the week.
A term of the week. Oh, yes. Is it a Vanguard term?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm catching on here. I'm
so,
picking it up.
What would you guess that the term of the week is going to be about this week?
I would probably assume link jokers.
No.
No? Was that last week?
Beating that horse to death, dude.
It's a cool name.
We're gonna have Touken Ranbu.
Touken Ranbu. That's good because it was in the news.
Yes. So we're just gonna go over their keyword, which is, I can't pronounce it properly. I think it's Homare is the keyword. And basically what so it translates as honor. There you go. Honor.
Ooh, that's cool. That's cool.
Basically what it means is there's some Homare skills and abilities that the Touken Ranbu cards have, but you can only use one per turn. So once you use a Homare ability, you can't use any other Homare ability on any other Touken Ranbu card until the next turn. So there you go. Kind of a gating mechanic for super special skills that the Touken Ranbu cards will have with their glorious golden backgrounds and beautiful, handsome faces and swords.
That's exciting. I'm pumped. You got to teach me how to play Vanguard.
I'm going to buy you a Touken Ranbu trial deck and booster box, and you're going to put together a Touken Ranbu deck, and you're going to become a glorious fighter of sword.
What are you going to do when I'm better than you at Vanguard?
Well, that day will never come because you will not dedicate your life to Vanguard as I have.
That doesn't mean I'm not better than you at Vanguard.
You also don't like math.
Ooh, yeah. There's math involved? Like, how much math?
You got to do a lot of adding.
Oh, I can add all day.
Can you add 3,000, 5,000, and 2,000? Too slow. You lost.
All right. I'm not very good at math. I'm sorry.
It's okay. They now allow you to use dice to track those numbers, so you may be able to do fine. We'll see. We'll see when I come down for your birthday, and I'll teach you how to play some Vanguard while we're doing shots. I'm
going to be so paranoid on my birthday.
Paranoid of what?
Paranoid of you coming to visit me. This is like the 30th time today that you have referenced coming to visit me.
Why?
And then when I ask, you're like, no.
Why is that something to be scared of? That's something to be excited for.
Because I just admitted, you have a recording of me admitting that I don't know your birthday, or I didn't know your birthday. But guess what? I will never forget your birthday ever again now.
Well, I'm not mad about that. I'm past the age where birthdays matter. Your birthday is important this year.
That's subjective, but...
Well, I mean, you've already broken the seal, but whatever.
Hey, I'm a good boy, okay? I do not drink alcohol. I drink non-alcoholic beer.
You know what I would like for our listeners to do, Zach?
What would you like for them to do, William?
I would like them to post a review of our podcast in iTunes, which is something you've never done.
I'm actually going to do that right now. That's actually a really good idea.
Thank you. I appreciate that because you know what that does is it raises awareness of our podcast so that more card fighters and Vanguard fans can find us and listen to our enjoyable program where we have people who know nothing about TCGs at all.
Yeah, you better hope that this isn't the first episode that they listen to because they're not coming back.
Oh, we should put a disclaimer right up at the front. We usually know something about what we're talking about. Dag nabbit.
You should quote that right at the beginning, just like me saying that. Hopefully this isn't their first time.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I also usually say thank you to SBJ and Nick Burgess for their assistance in getting us up and running and helping us make this a nice podcast to listen to. So mad props to those dudes. And then how to reach us. If people want to reach us by email, do you know what the email address is?
Is it williamandersonIsawesome@gmail?
That is not the address. It's drivecheckpodcast@gmail.com.
It was close. It's like 50% there.
Which 50%?
The ending, Gmail.
Oh. Well, that's more like 25%. I thought you were going to say something
I'm
like
bad at math.
there's a W in awesome, so.
I'm bad at math. Okay.
And if people want to reach the podcast on Twitter, do you know what the Twitter address is?
Card Fight.
No.
Vanguard, right?
It's at drive_check.
Oh, well, that would make sense.
You should give us a
It's
follow
Drive
right
Check,
now.
a Vanguard podcast.
Yes, there you go.
Look, I'm going to do that right now.
All right, Zach, I'm gonna take pity on you. All right, you ready
Please.
for your pity
I need it.
party?
Please.
How do people reach me on Twitter?
Oh, at Wash in the Sink.
Hi, you got it right. Congratulations.
I've heard that one forever.
How is that spelled?
WASHINSINK.
Well, there's a THE in there.
THE, yeah. I'm bad at English as well, okay?
Wash in the sink.
I need more pity than what you've given me, William.
Where does that Twitter handle come from?
I've asked you that, and you have no idea. You just like the way it sounds.
I've told you. I told you the story.
Well, now it's at Wash in the... Oh my goodness, William. It is Christmas time. This should not be your Twitter handle.
What is my Twitter handle? That is the secret one. No one is to know of that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you need to edit that out?
We do not speak of...
Oh, I'm sorry. I just typed in Wash in the... And then it... I'm sorry.
If people want to send you tweets with complaints about your lack of knowledge about Cardfight Vanguard, where would they do that? Because you've got a very fantastic Twitter handle as well.
That I don't. It's just Zach_Boytos. I don't use it. But
I thought you used follow my MySpace for Twitter.
That's true. I guess I do. I don't even know I don't use Twitter. I'm sorry. I'm more of a Facebook guy.
Yeah, but you don't even Facebook that much.
That you know of. I just don't talk to you on Facebook. I'm just kidding. Instagram works, or if you want to send hate mail, you could send it to williamanderson@gmail.com.
Well, that's not going to get to me, so you would want to go with drivecheckpodcast@gmail.com.
But that's for Vanguard only. Hate mail for Zach Boytos goes to William Anderson.
No, it goes to zach.boytos@gmail.com.
My Instagram is ZachBMusic. So if anyone cares.
Definitely follow that, because sometimes he'll do like shots from the shows while he's performing, which performing is an important part of a musician's life. And also, if they wanted to listen to the band that you're part of.
Yes, that's at Last We Fall on Instagram. So, and you can find us on Spotify or YouTube, Apple Music,
Facebook
iTunes, anywhere.
Page.
Yeah, Facebook page.
I follow Last We Fall on Facebook.
You're a cool guy, William, and I appreciate you.
All right.
And seriously, thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it. Like this was fun.
So normally we end our podcast by thanking people for listening, and I'm going to take some flavor text from a new card. It's the promo card for shop tournaments in the spring, which is a Critical Trigger Cray Elemental. Very exciting. We'll have to talk about it. Thunder Elemental Gororo. But I will say, and I never do the finish, Zach.
Really?
This is so weird.
So am I dropping the ball here? Should I know how to do the finish?
No, because I'd have to have given you the text, and if I had given you the text, then you would have had all the answers because I had it all written down. And I didn't want that to happen.
Fun. Yeah.
God forbid I would let Zach Boytos look good.
I know, but it's okay. You tell me I'm cute, so.
That's true. I mean, Zach's a very handsome guy. If you're looking for photos of this handsome guy, check out Zach's Instagram, because you'll be
You're too nice, Will.
Very satisfied. But all right, let me close it out. You ready?
I'm ready. All right, I'm ready.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Drive Check Podcast. Don't know where it's gonna fall. There you go. Now you have to say something. I always have commentary.
Well, I mean, but if it fell, shouldn't you have watched it fall?
Oh, it's a critical trigger game. You don't know when they're gonna
that's dangerous.
That's what triggers are, man.
I mean, you could probably lose like that, right?